India's perfect bowling balance that will stunt the New Zealand batters. That's what we're discussing on Hoggs Vlog. Well, the Indian bowlers have to be on their game if they want to get on top of the New Zealand batters, who have found a little bit of form in the 2 test matches they've played against a quality English bowling lineup leading into the World Test Championship final. Now, the balance of the bowling attack for India that I would see playing in this World Test Championship final will be in overcast conditions. If the weather report or forecast says overcast conditions, I'd have 4 quicks and 1 spinner. So I'd go with Shami, Sharma, Bumrah, Siraj instead of Thakur. I just don't think Thakur will be fit enough if he has to bowl long spells to get through the 5 days. I just think Siraj has got a better engine, and plus Siraj has led the attack when the big boys weren't there, and I think he's got to be rewarded there. And I'd have Jadeja as the 5th bowling option because you need that extra batting depth on that in the Indian batting lineup. But if it looks as though it's going to be sunny conditions for the 5 days, I'd go with 3 quicks and 2 spinners. Ashwin comes in for Siraj. Now, the way that I see these bowlers operating through this test match is Shami and Sharma opening the bowling. Now, these 2 bowlers have got the best record against left-hand batsmen in those first 20 over period. So Shami swinging the ball into Latham, who's having a bit of trouble with that delivery, will get him out LBW early. And Conway, who looks as though he hasn't got any chinks in the armour, may have one against Ishant Sharma. He hasn't been tested with the ball going away from him. Now, if we look at Ishant Sharma when he comes around the wicket to the left-handers, he's able to attack that off stump and just take it away slightly, making the left-hander play and push outside that off stump. With that extra bounce that Sharma gets as well, I think Conway is going to be tested. That will be a good contest, and I think Sharma might be able to pick up the early wicket there. Then we come into the next big contest for me. So the 2 openers against those 2 bowlers is one contest, but the other major contest for India is Bumrah against Williamson. Now, Williamson, you've only got a small little area that you've got to attack him to keep him nice and tight. You've just got to keep the pressure on him as much as possible. And for me, Bumrah is the one with the extra pace and taking the ball away from Williamson, and he'll be able to keep that line and length on top of off stump. I think that will be a crucial contest. Whoever wins that one will help their team win the test match. Then we move on for the rest of the test match. I think with that New Zealand middle order, you can rotate the bowlers. But if we look at some stats here, as you can see, all the Indian bowlers, or the 3 quicks in the first couple of overs, generally take up wickets. It's Sharma and Shami that probably lead the way over the top of Bumrah there. That's the other reason why I'd go with those 2 to open the bowling. But in that middle period, Bumrah keeps it nice and tight. Ishant Sharma can also bowl some quality spells there, but the spinners come into play there as well for India. But you've got to make sure you keep Shami fresh for that back end of that first ball, because when it starts reversing, that is where he is lethal. So for me, it's about how you utilise your bowlers, how you rotate your bowlers, which is going to be crucial for India, and making sure that they're fresh when they are most likely to really make an impact in the wickets column against the opposition, but also making sure you get the right matchups to the top 3 of New Zealand early on. If you get them early, well, that middle order is going to be exposed against a newish ball, against fresh bowlers, and that's one area where New Zealand don't get tested that much. So for me, that's the balance that I'd go in with for India with the bowlers. It's going to be a crucial, or it's going to be a great contest. I'm looking forward to it. And don't forget to join me live on Thursday morning, Indian time, 8 o'clock, where we'll just give a quick analysis of how we think the teams are going to line up on day 1 of the test match. Looking forward to joining you there, and stay safe. Have a good day.